Good morning. I want to just bring you a really pretty simple message this morning. I know things have been in chaos in a lot of people's homes. Certainly it has been in our house the last few days. And so I'm just kind of looking at things in a big broad spectrum right now, not a real specific lesson this morning, except I just want to tell you everything's going to be all right. We need to understand that we are in the hands of God and things are going to be okay, no matter how chaotic the world is right now. And I know that there's a lot of chaos out there. There certainly has been in our house, and there is in a great many of your homes as well. We're trying to balance doing everything that we need to be doing. A lot of households are trying to balance school and school activities and work activities and all these other things, and we're doing this in the midst of the difficulties of the virus, and we're doing this in the midst of political confusion for the day. And so all these things are going on, but I want to tell you it's okay. It's all right for us to be in the middle of chaos. I know a lot of people want to, as they would say, get back to normal. Well, I'm not sure what that is, because the truth is life is always changing. And I'm not sure exactly what normal ever was, and certainly don't know what normal would be right now, because nothing that we're doing seems to be in the normal column. But it's okay. Let me remind you of what James wrote. And I've made reference to this, but this probably ought to be one of our passages that identify the year 2020. Consider it all joy, my brethren, when you encounter various trials, knowing that the testing of your faith produces endurance. And let endurance have its perfect result, so that you may be perfect and complete, lacking in nothing. Is that not the passage for the year? Understand, we're going through a lot of things, but we're still in the hands of God. And that's going to be okay. A lot of us immediately want this virus to go away. Well, the truth is, the news the last couple of days has been very encouraging. There have been some wonderful strides made in a vaccine for this virus. It is proving to be over 90% effective, which is very highly effective. Just to give you a perspective on this, the flu vaccine every year is somewhere between 40 and 60% effective. Measles vaccine is 93% effective. And this virus vaccine is evidently proving to be very close to that measles vaccine. And how many cases of measles have you seen around lately? Not many, because the vaccine works. And so we're making great strides there, and it looks like even before the first of the year, there are going to be millions of doses out there, and a lot of people are going to be able to start taking the vaccine very soon. So we have something to be happy about there. There's also an antibody treatment that is out there now, that once people get the virus, they can take this treatment and it lessens the severity and is going to dramatically lower the number of hospitalizations. Right now, as I speak, hospitals are nearly filled with all sorts of things. It's not just the COVID virus. Keep in mind, we're also in the flu season. But because of the COVID virus and because of a number of other things, I know that hospitals are nearly full, and it's a little scary on that front. But we are making strides, and a few months from now, things are going to look dramatically different. I know that where we live here in Clinton, Oklahoma, in Custer County, our cases are rising dramatically, but things are going to be better. Within 2 or 3 months, we're going to start to see a dramatic decline, and things are going to get better. We also, I think everybody, no matter what side you're on, we're all tired of the politics of the day. The election is now over, and even if you didn't like the way that it turned out, the election is over. I know there are some people that are trying to say, well, it's not over yet, but In all factuality, it really is. And it's time for us to move on. The world is not coming to an end. And I might say, what if it did? Isn't that what kind of we've been preparing for all of our lives? And so the world's not coming to an end, and it's going to be all right. We're going to get through all of this. I know a lot of people right now are honestly afraid of the future. You remember the passage in Proverbs that talks about the worthy woman? Well, it goes through, it's in Proverbs 31, starts in verse 10, goes down through verse 31. And it talks about all these wonderful attributes of this godly woman. And it's a wonderful passage. But right after that, after verse 31, very shortly there, it gives a characteristic that she smiles at the future. Is that not who we're supposed to be right now? We're supposed to smile at the future, no matter what the future holds. If our faith is only good for easy times, then it isn't much of a faith. So right now is the time for us to call upon our faith. If you're feeling afraid, if the people around you are afraid or confused, now is the time for faith to go to work, and it's okay. So what else can we do? Well, even today, you can do things that affect the people around you, the people that you work with, the people in your family. And don't forget to be at peace in your own mind and in your own heart. God is offering that to you. Spend some time with Him. Speak to Him. Listen to Him through His Scripture. Meditate on His Word. And let the peace of God come upon you. And once that is there, you can have a wonderful effect on the people around you, because our God is a mighty God. His promises all through Scripture are that we will overcome as long as we stay faithful. So, Christian, I want to say to you right now, go this day, be faithful, smile at the future, be a child of God, be the light and the salt and the hope that the world needs right now. We are His children, and we have tasks before us. Let's smile at the future and get after it today. Bye.
They resound with God's own heart. Oh, let the ancient words impart words of life, words of hope.